Oh shit.
So there it is.
Fucking sweet, dude.
Because I didn't want to destroy these edges, so I left the original paint here. But because it's black, you don't really,
you're not
you
gonna
don't
tell.
notice.
I only have ever seen one other person do this.
I can understand why. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Honestly, I was like, oh shit, it's not too bad. I'll be done in like an hour and a half sanding it. Yeah, right. It took like 3 hours just to sand that one section. If you have free time next week or the following week, it'll take like an hour and a half to sand and buff that.
Yeah, we'll probably figure out a day, come back out.
This panel it's thin.
I don't know why it was so hard to see on camera in there, but here it is. The carbon fiber hood insert for $200. Shout out to Russ. He just said that he needs to sand it. I was rushing the poor guy to get this back so I could have my car all together for a shoot this weekend. I should be coming back here at the beginning of this week and we'll figure out where to go from there with sanding and polishing all this stuff and making it look all nice with the badges.
3 days later.
OD. So basically what's going on, Seth is a very horny guy. I guess when you get a set of carbon fiber tips on the Borla catbacks, they start to go bad once they get hot. He like complained or something and was able to get another catback, axleback, something.
They just give you the muffler.
Now he's selling me his catback exhaust for an undisclosed amount.
Undisclosed.
But Ed is not happy because it's not Corsa. Apparently it's dog shit.
Ed loves spending your money.
Dude, he wants me to spend $4,000 on an exhaust. I am not doing that.
Stupid. Then you get headers, that's another $2,000.
Yeah, exactly.
You like this?
I've driven it twice. 2-3 times since I fucking bought it, dog.
I just did Kong Export. I'm dropping the car off this week.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
5 hours later.
Ed should be here any minute. He's been on me to get the Corsa exhaust, but the deal for this Borla ATAK was just way too good to pass up. This is a $4,500 exhaust. I paid $1,000 for it. Ed's probably not gonna be too happy. It's not the Corsa, I'm sorry.
Cheap ass. And you bought it off the gayest Camaro on the planet? What the fuck? What retarded shop did that?
The guy that used the tuning software from the 90s on his car that blew it up twice.
This exhaust is not stock. That is all. It's not gonna be horny. We got all the cats on there. Shit, just gonna be gay. I'll take this bitch out one piece. Very crispy. No leaks. Nothing looks out of place. Doesn't look like it's been taken apart. Still has factory torque marks on it. The exhaust has never been taken off either. Probably should have jacked it up a little higher. So it looks like you're gonna literally cut 2 inches. Boy, this is gonna be terrible. Basically, it's right at the back of the transmission mount. Beginning with the left side, 3 1/4 inches. Right side, 4 1/4 inches. Left, 3 1/4. Right, 4 1/4.
What was that?
I may or may not have cut into the fucking heat shield a little bit. Safety squint activated. That one was way better.
Ed has his special exhaust clamp removal device.
If you don't got one of these, man, whew, get yourself one of these.
Allegedly, this exhaust is gonna work with all the factory mounts and shit.
Man, like I said, it's just not factory. That's the only thing you can say about it. Give me that right there, right there, right there, right there. The gun, give me the big gun, the big fat gun right there, the E-wall. Listen, I may not be able to bench 500 pounds, but I'm built for leverage. 20 minutes later.
All right, so we just dropped the factory exhaust. It's easier to just unplug the valves. Then you have to unbolt this. It's a 7 mil.
That was just to get your hand in there, only on that side.
Yeah, just a bunch of hangers, and then the exhaust should drop out. Now we're gonna transfer the valves over, piece the new exhaust together, put that motherfucker on.
It's literally 30 degrees.
The crush pipes. These are the factory crush pipes. If you go above like 700 horsepower, they start to restrict you pretty bad.
I would love to know the reasoning of why they actually did it. Because you could fit the full 3-inch pipe in there anyway. Oh, you fucking whore. This is the drive shaft loop.
You have to slide it around one of the heat shields or some shit.
Done this useless. Drive shaft loop that does absolutely nothing. Man loves this shit.
More moments later.
I wish I recorded that.
I don't.
Ed called me in for help.
It was terrible help. 10 out of 10 awful.
We got the BMR drive shaft loop installed, and we just slipped the X pipe over. It's all slip fit connections again.
For something that was used, it went together okay, but I haven't got to the mufflers yet that are somehow gooped in some orange fucking shit. Moving on. Where did all those bolts just go that I can't fucking see? This is why you don't buy new shit ever. Fucking shit's been already crimped together. Listen, if I ever find the faggot that fucking put this red fucking RTV on the fucking inside of this fucking pipe, I'm gonna slit his fucking throat. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. That's sunset. Yeah, do that. Keep doing it. Don't buy you shit. We're gonna, oh yep, just keep lifting it up slow and go back down. I'm gonna hit it. While we're doing that. How far out is it sticking? Let me see those other two things. We're gonna bolt those in.
The next day.
Night number 2.
Número dos.
Ed finally got his fucking heater to work, so now you guys aren't gonna be able to hear anything this whole time. But at least it won't be 2 degrees in here anymore. This is for everyone that's been saying my fucking coolant tank is low, I'm aware.
What are you doing? Always going like this. That's right at the cold fill.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, that was so low.
Since we're already like messing with the car, it's up on jacks. It's gonna be so much easier to put these on when it's in the air. I have the ACS composite rock guards. The rear ones I threw on last night because they're super easy to install. You literally just reuse the factory hardware. These are what the fronts look like.
This looks like it sticks in on the fender.
This kit comes with rivets, so you're gonna need a rivet gun to put these in and a drill to drill the 3 holes. Or I saw a guy on YouTube use pop clips from O'Reilly's.
Allegedly.
We're just gonna rivet this motherfucker because
Oh, I forgot. This isn't like an actual
ACS composite.
ACS. Woo! Look it up.
They're the ones that gave me the body kit
these
for
are
the
the
back.
guys with the thing.
Yeah, these guys are awesome.
Okay, listen. 10 out of 10 review. Y'all keep doing this. Buy all their stuff because they hook it up with.
And their boxes come with nice little handles on them.
Stuck on there. That's good.
Jesus.
This is nice though.
It's fucking loud.
Yeah, but it's nice. When you put the rivet in, I drilled the hole smaller than the rivet. No idea what size. Eyeball it. And then you want to make sure you're in your hole, so when you shove it in there, if it pushes the felt back, then you messed up. It's a long rivet, so it's about 3 of them to get it out.
Boom.
Take the rivet out. That was actually way easier than the other kind you got. Butter!
Let me get a fucking, so there we go. We're just gonna bang out the other front one and then,
If you put it in the wrong spot, it does look like it might hit the rim, but
oh well.
don't put it in the wrong spot.
Just had to step outside real quick. Next thing we're gonna do is, while we have it in the air, we're gonna throw these jack pucks under. All right, we got the jack pucks on, exhaust we went through. Ed hit a bunch of the clamps again, locked them down, and
Broke everything.
yeah,
Oh, give me all the bolts for this.
they're right behind you on top of that. This is like a little Easter egg for people that don't know. If you have a black hood insert on a ZL1, it's actually carbon fiber underneath. So all you gotta do is find a body guy and have him strip it off. I paid my body guy 200 bucks, stripped it, clear coated it, put the badges back on. And yeah, saves you $1,300 from buying a Anderson composite hood insert.
You know how happy I am to look at this and know that we don't have to put them up around?
Just wait.
No, you don't. Do it. There's a click, I guess there's 2 clicks. This is right there, we just need some.
Dude, that looks so sick. It looks so good. Holy fuck.
You should probably ceramic it before you take it out in the weather, just saying.
Taking this bitch to work tonight.
Dude, that's what, how much money did you save?
Like literally $1,000.
I was gonna say, about like $1,000 saved.
Because I gave him 200 bucks to strip it, clear coat it, sand it, buff it.
How pissed would you have been had you bought the Anderson composites and then we
found
took it
that
off and found out it was carbon?
Yeah, I know. I bet that happens to so many people.
I would have been fucking pissed.
I guess I'll give it a cold start with the Borla.
Man's got to title this one as best Camaro hack. You know what I mean? Like the best
#1
Camaro hood
Camaro.
hack to save you $1,000.
Cold start with the fucking Borla.
It was close.
I'm gonna let it heat up for a little bit, and then I'll give it a couple more
It
revs.
sounds like on a non-gay Camaro.
Record this real quick. I want to see how different it is with the valves open.
Oh yeah. What the fuck? She's quiet, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Give it a rev with it closed. Now open it up. do it.
Wide open, this shit's definitely gonna be a lot better. With the carbon tips that are burnt.
I can fix it at some point, yeah.
Fuck it.
What the fuck, that Corsa? This is not Corsa. One day we'll get you a full-throated Corsa on a dyno.
1 million zillion jillion dillion cotillion times later.
I've had the Borla ATAK catback on the car for a few days now, and I just wanted to throw this at the end of the video. To be honest, $4,500 for this exhaust seems a little steep. I don't know if it's just me that thinks exhaust costs so much money for no reason. If you have a ZL1, you could spend $4,500 and make literally 700 wheel horsepower, or you could get an exhaust. It's like a no-brainer to me. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying this exhaust is bad. I'm actually pretty impressed by it, and for the price that I got it at, I'm more than happy with it. So for a daily driving perspective inside the car, it sounds pretty good. There's no drone. Track and touring, as you guys heard, when you switch between the modes, it gets impressively quiet. But I could tell you, once you get into it on the highway, 4,000 or 5,000 RPMs, this thing actually starts to scream a little bit. But again, with all that being said, I just don't think that I would pay out of pocket $4,500 for an exhaust. If anyone watching wants my honest recommendation for what exhaust to get, if you're willing to tune your car, I would say to get a set of 2-inch Speed Engineering long tube headers and an X pipe. It's literally going to be like $1,100 for those two things together. You could leave the suitcase muffler or get a Jack Spaniel Racing muffler delete. I think that's like 250 or $300. So all in, you're looking at like maybe $1,500, $1,400 for a catback exhaust that's going to be loud as fuck. And you could do what I did on the 1LE, where you just cut the valves off and weld them onto the Jack Spaniel Racing muffler delete. So then you have quiet and loud mode literally for $1,500. And if you're someone who's not willing to tune your car and you just want a pretty decent sounding exhaust, honestly, if you just buy the Jack Spaniel Racing 3-inch muffler delete on my gray 2SS, when I first bought that, I did a muffler delete and that exhaust sounded incredible. It popped, crackled. If you're looking for a little more sound, you could pick up some AWE non-resonated secondary cat delete pipes. I think those are like $300. And again, you could cut the valves off of your stock muffler and put them on the muffler delete, and you basically have a custom exhaust that's going to sound great for like $600-700. Again, I only paid $1,000 for this one, and to be honest, I think like $1,500 is the max that I'm ever willing to spend on an exhaust. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's just pipe. In the next few videos, once it finally stops fucking snowing, I'll be getting plenty of clips outside, so stay tuned if you guys want to hear more of how this thing sounds. Of course, we got some more stuff coming for the ZL1, so appreciate everyone watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.